A new comedy, drama, thriller, Black Bear is coming to a screen near you.
Schizophrenic film. It's a little bit of everything. Film critic Pam Powell talks to two actors, and here's what they say about the making of that film.
I have the two stars of the upcoming twisty thriller Black Bear, Sarah Gadon and Christopher Abbott, with me today. Welcome and thank you for joining me on CI Living TV.
Thanks for having both of us.
Absolutely. You know, this premiered at Sundance, which seems to me like eons ago that we were there. Take me back even further in time to when you each received the script and read it. And I don't want you to give anything away because there's some great twists in this film that you fooled even a film critic. So kudos to you guys for that. But what drew you and what was your reaction to all those twists and why you took this role on? Sarah, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. I mean, kind of a classic indie situation. I received the script a few years ago, and the film kind of came together and fell apart and was going to go and then didn't go. But luckily, it came together with, I think everyone who wanted it to be in it, and Chris came on, and it was really exciting that he was going to be a part of it. I was just really drawn to the characters. I thought the writing was so strong and really smart, and I was really excited to work with Aubrey and with Chris.
And for much of the film, it really is kind of a play feel to it. You've got a lot of just for the first half or so, just you, Aubrey, and Sarah. It's a really tight script, and it's a tight space physically and psychologically. Can you, Chris, tell me a little bit about what the rehearsals were like in order to get everything just so succinct?
Well, I think given our time constraints, we actually didn't have that many rehearsals. I think what we would do is we shot it somewhat sequentially. So we shot the first half first and then the second half second. And I think we kind of we sat around a porch upstate in the Adirondacks and would read through the script with Larry, who wrote it also, and just kind of go through it, talk about things, but not really much rehearsal. I mean, we read through it, but yeah, it was all kind of like, it was all kind of run and gun a little bit. It's kind of how it goes when you have the limitations of money and time. So
well, it definitely speaks to everyone's talent how succinct it came off. Sarah, maybe you can answer this one. Jealousy is really a key component to this, and the manipulation of jealousy. Again, I don't want to give anything away for anybody.
Where are you going with this question?
Tell me about how you were able to integrate that into your character as you prepared to become the character of Blair, using that element of jealousy. How do you tap into that?
I mean, I think we've all been in relationships that are deteriorating. I mean, it's kind of just the unfortunately, it's where we've all been. And so I think it was, I think I just kind of like thought about my own experiences and just really when you're at a place in a relationship where there's already so much breakdown, and then it just takes that one element, whether it's a person or a trip or a place that just kind of reveals like how cracked the foundation is. And I think that Aubrey just really drove that. She really drove that really well, and I just used it.
One might say this is a bit of a meta film, if you will, air quotes around that, maybe reflecting back on what might happen in the filmmaking world. Were there any scenes for either of you that maybe gave you a sense of deja vu from your own work experiences? Chris, you want to take that one?
Well, I think this scene in the second half where we're there's a big chunk where we're kind of shooting the movie, spoilers. Does anyone care about spoilers anymore? No.
No.
I mean, but really, it's like, who's like going to be like, I'm not going to turn this interview off.
Right.
But, I would say that I've never been in that dramatic or manipulative of a situation in terms of like a director-actor relationship. But with that being said, you hear stories, or at least, and I've heard firsthand stories too of similar-ish situations. So, you're kind of able to draw on those and just get and get a sense that even though sometimes those things feel like a cliche, they're kind of cliche for a reason.
Right.
You know?
Very good. Yeah. Sarah, is there anything that you hope that people will take away from this film, or maybe from your character?
I think that, we've all been kind of locked down and in isolation, and we're heading back into that in so many parts of the world right now. And I think a lot of people are analyzing their relationships. And I hope that this film, helps you navigate that in a way. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Great advice. Sarah Gadden, Christopher Abbott, thank you so much for joining me on WCIA's CI Living TV. And you can see Black Bear on demand, and hopefully, fingers crossed, on December 4th in theaters as well. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.